Alliance, and here they come into the front court. Kendrick feeds Dubray. Can he make it 3 straight buckets? He sure can. He's got 8 points. And timeout number 2 taken by Austin Lewis. It looks like this will be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. 20-8 is the count right now, with the Lions pouring it on here in the early going. .117 to play. Dubray with 8 points off the bench, 4 apiece for Heemstra and Corbin Stark. Dubray averages 6, already 2 over his season average. Alliance, really not a lot to talk about right there in that sideline huddle. They are back on the floor in a hurry. And now the Red Raiders leave their sideline huddle. Sidney in the Road Reds, Alliance in the home Whites here tonight, opening up postseason basketball. The B-8 sub-district in Alliance. Alliance the top seed, Sidney the 4 seed. Red Raider basketball with Alec Maddox. Maddox, feed to the high post to Jowlin. Hands it off to Doty. Doty operates into the paint, stripped. Turnover number 5 for the Red Raiders. Outlet pass to Stark. Stark, spin dribble. Shot blocked by Jowlin. He's got 2 swats on the night. Under a minute to play, and head coach Austin Lewis holding up the 1 finger. Thought maybe that meant he wanted 1 shot. Instead, a quick trigger 3-ball from Eric Doty, rebounded by Alliance. We'll see what the Bulldogs want to do here in the final 40 seconds of the first. They'll pull it out near midcourt. Stark has it. Midcourt circle to Joel Baker. Checks for the call from his head coach and dad, Mike. Stark. Baker floats over to the left side. Heemstra on the bench, so look for Baker to run off some screens or maybe eventually wind up with the basketball in his hands and kind of trigger this thing. Instead, it's going to be Stark. Schroyer. Dribble handoff goes to Stark. A reverse layup, a spinner off the glass, and score it for Corbin Stark. Lucero at the buzzer. And we have reached the end of the first quarter here tonight. A 22-8 lead for the Alliance side. Bulldogs in complete control on their home floor. We'll have the second quarter for you in just a moment when we come back right after this on KDB.TV.
Arby's 2 for $5 mix and matches here for a limited time. How limited? If I tell you, will you still come right now versus putting it off until oops, the deal is over?
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Chris Cottrell with you tonight. KDB.TV coverage from Alliance at the Boys B-8 Sub-District Tournament. Top seed Bulldogs in front of Sidney in convincing fashion through the first 8 minutes, 22-8. Zach Burke on the floor. Younger brother of Jake Burke, who really last year showed one of the biggest one-year improvements from a junior to senior year that I have seen in the Panhandle. Zach Pettit gets Sidney on the board to start the second quarter. Pettit got the start tonight. He's got 4 points here in the opening half of action. 22-10, a 12-point lead. Dubray had 8 points off the bench in the first quarter. Schroyer, open look for Kendrick. Burke closed out quickly. Kendrick on the cut. He's got it down low. Won't go off the square. Rebound comes off to Heineman. Skylar Heineman on the push. And feeds the perimeter. Maddox on the catch. Contact underneath. That'll be an offensive foul called on Alec Maddox. 53 seconds into this second quarter, and it's 22-10. Alliance leading by 12. Sidney will drop back into the half court defensively. Alliance basketball. Looks like Sidney will pick up man. Heineman defending against Baker. Heemstra still catching a breather there on the bench for Alliance. Sat late first, on the bench to start the second. They bounce it to the high post, Palmer. Outside it goes, inside out. Kindred can't knock down the triple. And the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Alliance. It'll be Sidney ball. Scottsbluff and Gering coming up later tonight. Heineman across the timeline, goes to his left. Little off-arm shove, no call on the offensive foul on Heineman. Doty. It will really hedge and kind of get on that screen and roll on Doty. Try to get multiple guys with hands up. Pettit can't score. Rebounded by Kindred. Here comes Baker. Good to see Joel looking fully healthy after that surgery in the summer. Slow going early this basketball season. Moving really well right now. Quick fake drives, baseline. Baker scores it. Joel Baker has 5. Hit a first quarter tray. It's 24-10. 6:03 to play. Heineman goes to the rim. Some contact and a foul on Braden Palmer. That'll be the first foul on Palmer. Third foul on Alliance, each team with 3 personals. Already a real nice crowd on hand here on the fan side of the bleachers, because you've got a good amount of Gering folks and Scottsbluff folks already settling in. And of course everyone from Alliance and Sidney. 24-10 the score. 6 minutes to play in the first half. Unable to knock down the shot. Lead stays at 14. Heemstra back on the floor right now for Michael Baker and Alliance. Joel Baker comes off the screen, gets it to Mason Heemstra. Again, 23.5 points per game this season. Palmer on the catch. They get it outside. Connor Ferreter off the bench into the game. Can't knock down a triple. Rebounded by Heemstra. Down low, Palmer. Palmer goes to work. Drop step baseline. Gets it off the backboard. Braden Palmer has his first 2 points. Averages 6 points and 6 rebounds per game. 16-point lead for an Alliance. Alec Maddox to Alex Jalen. Jalen had a real good second half a couple weekends ago at home against Scottsbluff. Doty on the catch. He's got that low trigger point on the jump shot. Leans into one, and he'll get 3 free throws on the foul. The pump fake got Heemstra in the air, and Mason Heemstra will be called for the shooting foul, and that'll send Eric Doty to the line for a trio. 26-10, 5:04 to play in the first half. Doty at the stripe. Hit 2 earlier, misses this one. And his 3 attempts, the only attempts so far tonight, make it 4. 3 for 4 at the line for Eric Doty. On the year, 12.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, 31% shooter from long range, and he gets 2 of 3 at the foul line. Doty leads Sidney. He's got 6 points, 5 minutes to play in the first half. Braden Palmer, Joel Baker, dribble penetration, help defense arrives, and dumped it off to Braden Palmer, who flushed one down. A 2-hand jammer for Braden Palmer. Back-to-back buckets. That one a little more memorable than the first, 28-12. Doty gives it up to Maddox. A high-arcing triple comes off long, and Heemstra. You know he wanted to grab it and run the other direction, but didn't chance it. That ball had a lot of heat on it rolling out of bounds. So Palmer got the dunk on this end. Last time down, that play was set up, though, by Joel Baker, who drew multiple defenders on the dribble drive. And, boy, everybody left Palmer and the big boy with the jam. 28-12, 4:31 to play here in the half. Stark on the catch, left side wing. Postseason basketball has arrived in full force for the boys here tonight. Missed shot for Alliance. Heemstra couldn't knock it down. Carlos Lucero now on the catch. Eli Aarons. 4:10 to play in the half. Skylar Heineman feeds Doty. Stark defending on Doty. Doty Coxon fires from long range, left it short. Palmer, outlet pass. Heemstra gives it up to Stark, and Stark has really had a fine senior season himself. He's got 8 points here in the half, came in averaging that number, 3 rebounds and 3 assists per game. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play. Lucero lost his balance on the dribble, gives the basketball up to Alex Jalen. Jalen yet to score tonight. He'll shoot the 3 ball. And swooping in for an offensive rebound, Lucero. And he's got his first field goal of the night. Lead at 16, 30-14. Joel Baker. Entry pass deflected away by Jalen. Ball loose on the floor. And we're going to get a whistle. Jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it this into the floor with Alliance. Three minutes and 17 seconds to play. Zach Burke comes onto the floor. And Aarons will check out for Sidney. Stark inbound for Alliance. Inbounds pass comes to Heemstra. Right side on the wing, Baker. Bounce pass to Palmer. Palmer, contact, offensive foul, dipped the shoulder. Jalen sold it well, but some contact initiated by the offensive player, Braden Palmer. That'll be his second. 5th team foul on the homestanding Bulldogs, who do lead big 30-14. Heineman to Lucero. He's got a quick trigger on that 3 ball. Miss long. Rebound comes off to Reese Jensen. Here comes Alliance. They love to get it up the floor in a hurry in transition. Tough angle shot for Heemstra, rims out. Batted around by Baker, eventually grabbed by Sidney's Eric Doty. Here come the Red Raiders into the front court. Lucero again, this time wide open. That 3 again won't go. Tracking down the loose ball rebound on the backside was Stark. Alliance advances the ball quickly across the timeline. Heemstra, now Stark. Out high left side. Stark, boy, he gave that quick head fake to the right. That drew just enough room. Give him an inch, he'll take a foot. He blew right by the defender, could not score it. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the half. Heineman leans into a lefty runner, and it's short. 2:07 to play in this first half. Stark, a little surprised by the pass from Heemstra. Palmer, they give him all the room in the world he wants behind that 3-point line. Now he sets up shop down low. Jensen outside. And Reese Jensen buries a triple. 35% three-point shooter on the season, knocks that one down. It's 33-14. Minute 45 to play in a fast-moving first half, and a travel called against Sidney. Their second turnover of the quarter, and just their 7th. I should say that is their 7th here in the first half. I've got Alliance for just 2 turnovers on the night. Bulldogs led 22-8 at the end of the first quarter. Outscoring Alliance 11-6 here in quarter number 2. Heemstra being defended by Skylar Heineman. Some contact away from the ball. Good job by Heemstra. Got himself open by flaring to the corner instead of coming hard off that pick to the wing. Missed the 3. Rebounded by Sidney. Minute 15 seconds to play in the first half. 33-14 the score. Heineman dribbles near the left elbow at the foul line. Doty flashes. And Alliance knocked it away. They come up with the turnover. Outlet pass from Stark to Heemstra, intercepted. 60 seconds to play in the half. Jalen, reverse layup, left it short. Rebounded again there by Alliance. This time it's Trevor Dubray, and now we've got a double dribble called against Mason Heemstra. He knew. 51 seconds to play in the half. 33-14. Timeout on the floor. A 30-second stoppage in play here, taken by Michael Baker, the head coach for Alliance. They are 17-5. Sounds like, in talking with Scott Golian, talking with Mike Glessinger of Alliance Radio, visiting quickly with their head coach Michael Baker, for Alliance to keep an 8 seed in a home game here on Saturday, they probably need to win tonight, and then again tomorrow in the sub-district championship game. Scottsbluff will also be playing on Saturday, regardless of outcome the next two nights. Head coach Scott Golian, and we'll hear from Coach Golian between games, thinks the best they could do seed-wise is get up to maybe a 10 or 11. Missing short on that three ball, Eric Doty, 40 seconds to play. Hustle rebound for Alliance. Heemstra into the front court. See if they want the final shot of the first half. It looks like that's what they're going to play for. 25 minutes is all this first half is taken in real time. Now 20 seconds to play. Alliance looking for their 18th win of the year, record at 17-5. They lead by 19 points. And Heemstra with 8 to play. Jensen on the catch. Multiple defenders went with Heemstra. Jensen missed an elbow jumper, rebounded by Sidney, and now a walk with .1 on the clock, and they can maybe throw it up to the rim and just get a quick tap towards the bucket. That's about the only thing they can do. Got it inbounds and winds up a quick touch in the end of the first half. 33-14 is our score at halftime. 33-14, game 1 of 2 here tonight in Alliance, the boys B-8 sub-district tournament. And we are through 2 quarters of play, and at half, it's 33-14. Alliance leading Sidney by 19 points. We'll come back with more in just a couple minutes after this timeout on KNEB.TV.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged, fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the Experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer. Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162.
We're at halftime here tonight on KNEB.TV with Alliance leading Sidney in game 1 of 2 here with our doubleheader at Alliance High, Class B, Sub-District 8 postseason tournament, 33-14, with Alliance leading by 19 here at the break against Sidney. Let's take a look at the halftime numbers. Alliance looking for their 18th win of the year. Again, coming in tonight, 8th in Class B power points, and they are leading big right now by 18. 6 different players have scored. Trevor Dubray scored all 8 of his first half points in the opening quarter. Corbin Stark had 6 in the first quarter. He's got 8 points right now at halftime as well. 5 points for Joel Baker, and then 4 apiece for Mason Heemstra, Reese Jensen, and Braden Palmer. Big two-hand flush, a dunk in that first half, highlighting things for Alliance from Braden Palmer. I've got Alliance right now with just 4 first-half turnovers. By quarter scoring, 22 in the first, a little bit quieter in the second with just 9. 33-14. Right now, Alliance leading. Let's get to the Sidney side of the scorebook. Eric Doty has 6, 4 points for Zach Pettit, 2 points apiece for Eli Aarons and Carlos Lucero. Right now, unofficially, Sidney has 9 turnovers through the first 2 quarters tonight. Halftime score here on KNEB.TV. It's Sidney at the break, trailing here on the road at Alliance. Alliance, the top seed for this B-8 sub-district. It is 33-14. Alliance in control. We'll come back with more here at halftime right after this on KNEB.TV.
Byers Realty would like to remind everyone that school is back in session, so make sure and watch for little ones in crosswalks. Be mindful of school speed zones, and take a second to double check for pedestrians and bicyclists. We want all of our young students to have a wonderful and safe year. Visit callbyersrealty.com or stop by the office on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. The Panhandle's best, Byers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska.
We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery to acute care and rehabilitation.
It's comforting to know that if an accident happens here, our families, our friends, our neighbors, and even we ourselves will get expert trauma care and rehabilitation services right here at Regional West.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Concession stand. They do have pizza out there tonight.
Chris Cottrell back with you at halftime tonight at Alliance. Our halftime score with Alliance here in boys B-8 sub-district action, leading Sidney 33-14, 22-8. They led after the first quarter, outscored Sidney 11-6 in the second stanza. 33-14 is the score right now. Alliance entered tonight 8th in Class B power points. They're able to hold on to that position and stay 8th after tomorrow night. They will not travel and have a chance to play at home here on Saturday. Scottsbluff and Gering will have that matchup coming up here a little bit later on tonight. Scottsbluff now over 500 at 11-10 on the season. 13th in power points for the Bearcats right now. And visiting with their head coach, Scott Golian, this morning, he thinks maybe the best they can do with a win tonight and a win tomorrow night would be 11th, maybe 10th place in power points. And of course, that means a road trip for the Bearcats on Saturday. We'll hear more from Coach Golian a little bit later on, but could be a stop at York, could be a trip to Omaha to take on Scott, possibly Ron Colley, a scenario in there that could have Bennington in the mix as well. Plenty of business to tend to first for the Bearcat boys as they play tonight against Gering in a win. The winner of that game will play tomorrow night for the sub-district championship. Gering would need to win both games here in this tournament to reach a district final coming up on Saturday. Both teams are back out on the floor, and we'll have second half action for you here in just a moment when we come back right after this on KNEB.TV.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
This is Jane. She thinks she's just filling her car, but she's also filling the air with cancer-causing toxic chemicals used to boost octane in gas. What doesn't burn in the engine enters the air and your lungs, even your heart and brain. Bad for everyone, especially kids. Ethanol is a natural octane booster, clean burning and non-toxic. More ethanol means less scary stuff in our gas and in the air we breathe. And that makes your choice pretty plain, Jane.
For locations near you, go to huskerfuel.com.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Have you heard the exciting news? Western Nebraska Regional Airport will be offering flights with United Airlines operated by SkyWest beginning January 30th, 2018. What's even better? You'll get to earn and use your United points. Reservations with United are now available, plus all United miles can be earned and redeemed with all flights. While you're at Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck restaurant, plus Hearst Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. So make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Just about set for second half action. Alliance and Sidney. Bulldogs leading 33-14. We get a quick late whistle. Another delayed start as Maddox fumbled the basketball for a moment. And Sidney now has it more underway here in the second half. A fast-paced opening 16 minutes. Alliance 2 quarters away from reaching the sub-district championship game here at home tomorrow night. Heineman misses the layup off the glass, pushing the tempo. Heemstra, as he's wont to do. Alliance going to wind up with it in the left corner. Heemstra dribbles down near the left block. Pull-up jump shot fading away. Got it to go over Skylar Heineman. Mason Heemstra now with 6. Got plenty of work to do to get to that season average of 23.5. Block shot for Palmer, defending against Eric Doty. He came over top of another defender to swat that one away. 35-14. Palmer had a big two-hand dunk in the first half for Alliance. 35-14, 21-point lead. Make it a 24-point lead. Joel Baker now has 8, his second tray of the ball game. A little over a minute gone by in the third quarter. Sidney appears to be playing their final quarter plus now here tonight. Jalen an offensive rebound off the Pettit miss. Again grabs a miss. Pettit walk with a basketball. 10 turnovers now committed by the Red Raiders. 38-14, 6 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the second half. Mason Heemstra walks, now jogs the ball across the timeline. Baker, little floater with a right hand. Couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Alliance will reset. Jensen to Heemstra. Heemstra to Reese Jensen. Jensen did hit 1 field goal, a triple. He's got 4 points. Alliance staying patient. Stark on the drive. Boy, he's done a lot of that in the games I've seen Corbin Stark play this year. Dribble penetration. He gets a shot to go from a weird angle, contorting his body, throwing it back towards the rim. Corbin Stark now in double figures with 10. Chance to make it an old-fashioned 3-point play. And he does exactly that. And just like that, out of the locker room, an 8-0 start, and it's 41-14. 6:04 to play in the third quarter. Eric Doty can't get it to go off the square. Rebounded by Braden Palmer. Alliance pushing. Heemstra knifes his way to the bucket and a lefty layup for two more. 10-0 start to the half for Alliance. They lead by 29, 43-14. Timeout taken by Austin Lewis. This will be a full timeout. Will step away as well. 43-14. All Alliance here tonight. They lead by 29. We're back right after this on KNEB.TV.
It pays to be the early bird at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming during our Early Bird Triple Savings Sale. Right now, you'll save 20% on any window and patio door. Plus, don't pay anything until 2020. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest until 2020. Plus, receive a free glass upgrade with the purchase of 3 or more superior quality Renewal by Anderson windows or patio doors. Call 307-472-2199 to book your free in-home estimate today and take advantage of our Early Bird Triple Savings Sale.
We can't warn you that karma is very real. But we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Runza makes it all better.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Out of the timeout, Alliance forces another Sidney turnover. We've got a whistle and a foul. This will go against Zach Pettit. 5:30 to play. Foul on Pettit. They've gotten that in the book as his first, and it is on the scoreboard as well. Alliance will inbound with Reese Jensen. They get it into Joel Baker, operating out of the left corner, Corbin Stark. Now Jensen, a little bit of dribble drive action right there. Nothing doing. They get the ball out high. Deep three. Heemstra knocks it down. Mason Heemstra, 5 here in the third. He's up to 9 points on the night. Now 12 minutes after 6 o'clock. Start time for game number 2 listed for 7. And Alliance leads by 32. We are 8 points away from a running clock. Can Heineman cut into it? He hits a tray. Skylar Heineman has his first field goal of the night for Sidney, and it comes from behind the three-point line. Palmer moves the basketball to the left wing. Baker gives it up to Palmer. Palmer underneath. Good catch. Good gather up with the left, and Braden Palmer now has 6. 48-17. The lead at 31. Heineman comes left on the screen and roll. Doty wide open. He'll put the triple up. That one falls. Eric Doty has his first tray. 9 points to lead Sidney. The other direction, Corbin Stark has the answer quickly for Alliance. 30-point lead, 50-20. 4:08 to play here in the quarter. Pettit puts it on the floor, trying to go to work against Palmer. Zach Pettit underneath can't score. Stark grabs the defensive rebound, feeds Baker. Open look, the lefty can't knock down the three. Jalen grabs the rebound. He was getting close to walking with the basketball and smartly put it on the floor. Created a dribble and gets it off to Skylar Heineman. 3 minutes and 42 seconds to play in this third quarter. High screen set by Jalen. Heineman has 2 defenders near. Heineman got stripped. Outlet pass up ahead to Heemstra. Heemstra, Maddox contends, but Heemstra scores the righty layup, and 32 points, the lead right now for Alliance. Maddox gives it to Pettit. Pettit, Doty from way back. That's near the 10-foot volleyball line, off the mark, rebounded by Palmer. Up the floor it goes to Joel Baker. Stark wide open underneath, and Palmer with an easy layup with the right hand. This thing is out of control. Timeout taken by Austin Lewis. This will be a full timeout. 2 minutes and 52 seconds to play here in the third quarter. All Alliance on their home floor. They lead 54-20. Breaking the action. We'll come back after this break on KDB.TV.
No matter what job I've got to do, my John Deere 5E tractor will do it all. Whether I'm cutting, moving feed, or building a fence. Using my 5E means my work gets done faster at a price I can afford, and that works for me.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska.
We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery to acute care and
action on the TV side. We'll add radio with our Scottsbluff Gering matchup here coming up with a start time of 7 o'clock. Sidney basketball out of the timeout. They trail 54-20 as Alex Jalen catches low block left side, goes middle. And a baby hook with a right hand falls for Jalen, his first field goal of the night. 54-22, Connor Ferreter into the game. Got a few substitutes in right now for Alliance. Dupre, Ferreter, Schroyer, as well as Kindred. 4 subs plus Corbin Stark. Little screen and roll action right side. Dupre lost the dribble momentarily. Alliance has it. Coming up on 2 minutes to play, 2:10 to be exact here in the quarter. Ferreter goes baseline, got in the air, fed Schroyer. Up top, Dupre had it cooking early with 8 first quarter points off the mark, rebounded by Lucero. 54-22, Sidney with Lucero. Gives it to Skylar Heineman. Minute and 45 seconds to play now in the third. Doty spins a bounce pass underneath the Jalen. Jalen fading away. Got it to go off the heel of the iron. It drops through. Alex Jalen back-to-back buckets. Lead for Alliance at 30 with 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Caden Kindred to Corbin Stark. Stark pull-up jumper. Outside the right elbow area. Tapped up. Would not go. Couple of misses. That was Dupre on the tip. And a foul underneath will go against Sidney. And this foul will go against Alex Jalen. Third foul here in the half on Sidney. That's the first personal of the ball game. Charge to Alex Jalen. Alliance basketball. Start. Whips a pass to Connor Ferreter. Left side tray falls for Connor Ferreter. Lead is at 33 points, 57-24. Minute to play in the third quarter. Lucero jab steps, crossover dribble against Ferreter. Goes to a scoop shot from a little further away from the basket than you normally see that type of shot attempted from. Ferreter trying to go back-to-back from behind the arc. Couldn't get it to go. Good job by Stark to reach in and tie up Eli Aarons. 41.9 left on the third quarter clock. 57-24 right now, as it's been all Alliance really from the opening tip. They scored the game's first 9 points, and they have never trailed. Skylar Heineman has checked out. 41.9 to play. Inbounds pass goes to Dupre, and Trevor Dupre can't knock down the triple. Rebounded by Maddox. Up the floor, Lucero. The lefty, boy, wide and high with the dribble. Lucero. Aarons comes to a jump stop, lost the basketball. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Red Raiders. Last touch by a defender for Alliance underneath the basket. 25.2 to play in the third. 57-24, 33-point lead. And Zach Burke will hoist a three out of the right corner. Zach Burke has his first field goal of the night. 14 seconds, now down to 12. 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Alliance basketball. Schroyer, open look, Dubray. Passed up the open look, had it taken away by Lucero. Did he get it away in time? Will it go? Got it away off the heel of the iron. Through 3 here tonight on KNEB.TV. And it's a 30-point lead, 57-27. Alliance up big. We'll come back with the final stanza right after this on KNEB.TV.
The kids need to run off some energy after school or too cold to play outside? Bring them to Planet Bounce at the Monument Mall. With many bounce houses, a concession stand, and the largest redemption arcade around, Planet Bounce has hours of fun. Call today to schedule your birthday party, or ask Ron about renting a bounce house for your party, office party, or corporate event. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Planet Bounce Family Fun Center at the Monument Mall.
Parents.
A fast-moving game here tonight in Alliance. And the end of the road here in about 8 minutes or so for the Sidney Red Raiders. Playing with a record right now at 5-16, the 4 seed in this sub-district tournament. Right now they trail by 30 here at Alliance, 57-27. Doty gives the basketball to Lucero. Top of the key, wants a high screen from Pettit. Lucero lost the dribble momentarily, got it back, and he rolls in the lefty layup. Lucero now has 4 points. There's a steal, a turnover committed by Alliance. That's their 6th of the night. Free ball from Maddox, too strong, rebounded by Heemstra. Alliance into the front court with Heemstra on the dribble drive, coast to coast. And Mason Heemstra had 7 points in the third quarter. He's now up to 13 points on the night. Joel Baker has 10, 13 for Corbin Stark. Doty has it in the corner. That three-point shot blocked by Heemstra. He grabs a loose ball. He'll take it himself behind his back to go around the Sidney defender. Heemstra all the way to the rim, fouled, and he'll get 2 at the line. Oh, they're going to say that's on the floor, it looks like. A lot of guys contributing tonight as far as a balanced attack's concerned. Really 6 guys doing the bulk of the scoring. 13 for Stark, 13 for Heemstra, 10 for Baker, 8 apiece. And there's Heemstra trying to make it 17, long on the 3. 8 apiece for Dubray and Palmer. Palmer had the big 2-hand dunk earlier tonight. And off the bench, Connor Farrader had a triple in that third quarter. 6 minutes, 35 seconds to play. Another deep 3. Doty got that one blocked. Back-to-back blocks for Heemstra on 3-point field goal attempts. And the block, the leak out, the outlet pass, and the layup. Mason Heemstra has 4 in the quarter. He's up to 15 points, and the lead at 61-29. Lucero gives it up to Alec Maddox. Maddox dribbles right, feeds middle. Pettit did not roll. That's a turnover. Heemstra fouled, and he's a little slow to get himself up, but he looks no worse for the wear. That foul goes against Lucero. That'll be his first. 5th team foul called against Alliance here in the third quarter. 6:06 to play. In the ball game at the stripe, it's Mason Heemstra, and he gets the friendly home iron roll. 5 in the quarter. And 18 check that, 16 in the ball game for Mason Heemstra. And Heemstra misses the second. It's 1 of 2. Jump stop and count it. And a foul for Eric Doty. Doty now into double figures with the 11. He'll try to make that 12 here shortly. And Doty, again, solid at the line all year long at 82%. Converts the three-point play, leads at 30, 62-32. Baker, pull-up jumper off the screen at the foul line, couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Palmer explodes off the floor, off both feet, almost threw it down for another dunk. Instead just lays it over the iron, and Braden Palmer into double figures with 10. Heineman to Doty, pump fake, Doty back to Heineman. 5 minutes, 22 seconds to play. Heineman underneath, left it for Jalen, scored it, wipe away the basket, an offensive foul called on Skylar Heineman. Second foul on Heineman. On the other end, it was the third foul on Doty moments ago. Right side, Baker. Bounce pass down low to Palmer. Back outside to Joel. Baker knocks down the tray. Joel Baker has 13. Ball loose, Doty battling with it for it with Reese Jensen. Got it to Eli Aarons. Gives it off to Maddox. High arcing triple. That's down for Alec Maddox. First points tonight for Maddox, a 5'8 senior. 67-35. Alliance leads by 32. Dupre off the dribble, lines up a tray and knocks it down. Third three of the game for Trevor Dupre. He's now in double figures with 11. 35-point lead. They're doubling up, 70-35. Alliance dominating here tonight at home against the Red Raiders. Maddox gives it to Jalen. Jalen had it blocked by Palmer. Palmer's got a couple blocks tonight. Jalen has a pair of blocks as well on the other side. And now Heemstra had his pocket picked by Alec Maddox, fouled on the fast break opportunity by Braden Palmer. .356 to play in the ball game. 35-point lead. For the Alliance High Bulldogs. Maddox at the stripe, left the first short. He'll get a second. Starters exiting. Fresh batch of substitutes come on, so Dupre, Kindred, Ferreter, Schroyer, and Corbin Stark. Maddox missed them both. The rebound to Alliance, and now Stark has the basketball in the front court. Side screen, dribbling out high, middle, was Dupre. Schroyer feeds the basketball to Kindred. Baseline jumper, offensive rebound, controlled by Alliance and Connor Ferreter. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Stark, dribble handoff to Ferreter. Alliance will move it around the perimeter. There's a three ball for Dupre. Another O board, grabbed by Ferreter. Stark has it, left corner. One dribble inside the arc, long 2-point field goal. A little too strong. Backside rebound controlled by Eli Aarons. And a blocking foul on the perimeter, and this will go against Trevor Dupre. First foul on Dupre. Zach Pettit will check in for Sidney. A couple of other substitutes now for Alliance have come into the ball game. We've got 3:05 to play here in regulation. Little dribble penetration for Maddox. Can't get it to go, but he'll get 2 shots at the line. And now we've got a technical foul issued against Sidney's Alec Maddox. And now both coaches are going to have to call their kids over to the bench. And make sure nothing really gets out of control here tonight. Being quite honest about things, it's not been the best of seasons for this extracurricular type stuff around the region. 70-35. And now Maddox will get his free throws. Kason Clark, the other substitute, into the game for Alliance moments ago, wearing number 21. So 1 of 2 there for Maddox. He's got 4 points in the quarter. And the technical foul shots now for Caden Kindred of Alliance after that tee was given to Alec Maddox. We'll see wholesale substitutions coming now for Sidney as well. Kindred missed them both. 2:56 to play. We'll get a timeout on the floor taken by Sidney head coach Austin Lewis. 2:56 to play in the game. Timeout. We'll come back right after this break here on KDB.TV. Back to live action. Kirk Sanders into the game. Inbounds far sideline for Alliance. Schroyer to Sanders. Sanders off a side screen and roll. Action now up top with Kindred. Kason Clark. Bounce pass to a cutting Schroyer. Initiate a little bit of body contact in the midsection area, and that got him a little bit of room to get a shot up. And a bucket for Colin Schroyer. He's got his first 2 points of the night. Sawyer Dickman into the game. Had it for a moment. Now Eric Doty, Lucero, Doty, Zach Burke, Dickman. And let's see, we've got another substitute in. Let's get him to turn that body to see that jersey number. Chase King, younger brother of former Lionside Bulldog Kyle King, into the game. Now Doty from well outside behind the arc, and Eric Doty has 5, check that, 6 points in the quarter, and he's up to 15 in what'll be his final high school basketball game here tonight. Sanders comes off a screen, pull up J right elbow, and Kirk Sanders knocks it in. First 2 points of the night for Sanders. Creighton Siza has checked in for the 11th time this year as far as games played. Lucero bangs one down from the outside. Lucero 5 in the quarter, 7 for the game. Minute and 33 seconds to play in regulation. Ferreter, Lucero lost his glasses. And a putback for Clark, the bucket for Alliance. Looks like all's well with Lucero and the headwear, eyewear. 76-42, a 34-point lead, under a minute and a half to play tonight. Burke, and that runner short. Sanders has it. Outlet pass up ahead to Ferreter. Ferreter will hold. Put the ball on the floor. Sanders in the corner right side. King. Now back outside from Clark to Siza, and that'll be a turnover committed by Alliance. 61 seconds to play in regulation. 76-42 the score. It's been all Alliance. They've led from start to finish at this point. There's a three up top, Lucero. He's into double figures now with 10. Siza. Sanders. Gave it to King, now Siza misses from behind the arc. 30 seconds to play in the game. Dickman handles the basketball, gives it to Lucero. Lucero comes off a screen, still on the dribble. He'll pop another from outside. This one comes off the iron left side. Final 15 seconds, and that should do it. Connor Ferreter would not surprise me if no one else touches the basketball. 8 seconds. Siza, or check that, Ferreter does give it up to Clark, and Clark will hold it for the final few ticks, and the buzzer sounds. The final tonight, Alliance wins it big on their home floor, 76-45. An 18-point win, or excuse me, their 18th win, a 31-point victory here at home as they open up the sub-district tournament with a blowout of the Sidney Red Raiders. The Red Raiders finish their season with a record of 5-17. Alliance with the win improves to 18-5. Take a timeout, come back with more here as we wrap things up with game number 1 on KNEB.TV. Quick break, we're back right after this on KNEB.
We've been an ALA customer from the beginning, 15 plus years.
Almost 15 years.
15 years now. They live here, they work here, they give back to our community. That's very important to us.
It's the difference of night and day between our old internet provider and ALO.
Having that reliability and that speed is extremely important.
Nobody matches that speed.
It was a game changer.
ALO came to my site and helped me resolve an issue. At that point, I knew ALO was the company that I wanted to stick with.
Come see Catapult, the world's premier shadow dance company, live in concert. You'll be mesmerized as these incredible dancers transform themselves into one impossible shape after another. You've seen them on America's Got Talent. Now come see them live. Critics call Catapult a breathtaking show for the whole family. Now experience the magic of shadow illusions as only Catapult can deliver live.
Midwest Theater, February 28th. Visit MidwestTheater.com for tickets.
My big secret for designing a quality kitchen on a budget is J&K Cabinetry. They have all the great standard features that my clients love. Solid wood doors and frames, soft close doors and drawers, dovetail joinery. The quality is amazing. J&K Cabinetry has 17 beautiful locations, sells directly to designers, contractors, and dealers, and provides plenty of options for a semi-custom look. But the most important thing is having a satisfied client and just seeing how much they love their kitchen. J&K Cabinetry, a new kitchen around you.
ZM Lumber in Scottsbluff, your local headquarters for J&K Cabinetry.
Chris Cottrell back with you tonight here on KNEB.TV. We're going to run through the scoring totals from our first matchup here momentarily. 76-45, the final as Alliance wins it big here on their home floor tonight against the Sidney Red Raiders. We'll have Scottsbluff and Gering coming up for you. That one will be here in a little bit. That one will start at 7:15. So what we're going to do after we run through scoring totals, we'll step away here on KNEB.TV for roughly 20 or so minutes, and then we will come back with both radio and TV coverage at, we'll say, 7 o'clock. Get pregame started for Scottsbluff and Gering for both radio and TV, and tip-off then at 7:15 this evening. Let's get through some scoring totals right now. We'll start with Alliance, now 18-5. Winners tonight, 76-45. 16 points to lead the way from Mason Heemstra. They had 4 others in double figures, 13 apiece for Joel Baker and Corbin Stark, 11 off the bench for Trevor Dubray, and a 10 spot tonight, including a big 2-hand dunk for Braden Palmer. Elsewhere in the score column for Alliance, Reese Jensen had 4. 3 points for Connor Ferreter, and 2 apiece for Chasen Clark. Cason Clark, I should say. Also Colin Schroyer and Kirk Sanders, some of those guys that come off the bench late, able to get a couple of field goals down the stretch for Alliance. Big winners tonight, 76-45. For the Sidney Red Raiders, they post 2 players in double figures. Eric Doty with 15, 10 for Carlos Lucero. Elsewhere, 4 points for Alex Maddox, 4 for Zach Pettit, 4 points for Alex Jallin, 3 points apiece, Zach Burke and Skylar Heineman, and finishing with 2 points tonight is Eli Ahrens. Your final score, boys action, 76-45 as Alliance improves to 18-5, and they move in to tomorrow night's sub-district tournament championship game to take on either Scottsbluff or Gering. And again, that game will tip off here at 7:15 tonight. We'll step away right now on KNEB.TV. Time here is 6:41. We'll be back at top of the hour at 7 o'clock. We'll get you all set for pregame coverage for game number 2 from Alliance tonight with Scottsbluff and Gering. Talk to you here in just a bit on KNEB.TV, and we'll add radio as well, top of the hour at 7.